Hello there, and I'm Sue Johnson, and we are thrilled to be here with you again at Wake Up and Live with the Arts. And we're going to jump right in today with our very first guest, Monika Moss. And she has gained fame and is in the process of gaining fame as one of our local authors and talents. And she has written a book called Life Mapping, a journey of self-discovery and pathfinding. How about you explain that to a little bit to us, Miss Monika?
I'd be happy to. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
I'm really
yes.
thrilled to be here. So the life mapping is a process I've been living and teaching for about 20 plus years. Really supporting people figuring out what they want, getting really clear about it, and what's getting in their way from having it right now. So that's the simple explanation.
Okay, and life mapping itself, do you teach it as a process? There are different versions of life mapping that include manifesting your dreams by putting up be they photos or affirmations. What's your style?
So this process incorporates lots of different tools and techniques, which doing a visual map is one of those, is a technique. Affirmations are a great technique for helping you shift your mindset. And so the book has exercises, it has stories about people who've used the process successfully, and really offers you an opportunity to walk right step by step through the process and at the end be on your way.
And for those 5 people on the planet who don't know what affirmations are, we know life mapping is actually a physical thing that can be done to help you see what direction in life you want, what goals you'd hope to achieve. But the affirmation part, believe it or not, there's still a few people who don't know what those are.
Affirmations are just wonderful. They are wonderful statements of what you want to draw into yourself. So they're not a don't kind of statement.
They're that which in your heart and soul.
Send me kind of statement. And it's a great way to, if you do them for 30 days or so, it's a great opportunity to really get it in your bones and to shift some part of your thinking, or to manifest something that you're looking for.
And I also, in my teachings, because I know, well, we both know the way of the world, the mundane world, is even if you don't believe what you're saying yet, keep repeating like a mantra the affirmation that you want, even if it's something as simple as, and this too shall pass, or I am God, be still, I am God, whatever.
And in the book, there's some exercises to help you create your own affirmation. There was a point where I was really very challenged, and I started an affirmation because it's interesting how things work. In my 20s, I said, I need to love myself the way I was created. And so that sent me on a whole journey. And then I moved to Cleveland in the late 90s, and I was challenged again. And so the affirmation was, I love you unconditionally. And then I had a second sentence around the kinds of relationships I wanted to be in. And I would just, every morning and every night when I brushed my teeth, I would say this affirmation and cry, and look in the mirror and cry, until at some point I stopped crying, and at some point I started believing.
That's the whole key, because just like we learn the negative, and we all say dumb negative stuff about ourselves, we train ourselves to reverse it and learn to say the good.
And then the next step was I started to see the changes in my life.
Hot dog.
And it was just a beautiful, wonderful thing, because I was intentional about what I wanted to have happen. I walked through the process, and then it took a few years, but I started to see it right in front of my eyes, and it was like,
there it is. And what a feeling when you have made that universal connection, and at that point you just know. You just know, and it's working, and you don't question, you don't challenge, you just know. How in the world, other than, unless it was your life challenges that triggered your interest in this study, life mapping, etc. How did this field start speaking to you?
Well, you know, I have been a planner all my life, you know, from a child.
Okay.
And so I was living in New York, being all I could be in my 20s, completing graduate school and so on and so forth. And I was being mentored in the consulting, working with some nonprofits. And my mentor and I said, you know, we need to do for ourselves what we do for our clients.
Right.
And so we locked ourselves up in a conference room one Saturday morning and started sketching out our own vision for our lives on an individual level versus the organization.
Sure.
And how we were going to get there, mapping out how we would get there. And that was the beginning, the inkling of life mapping as I express it and know it now. And then over the years have learned other things that have supported the development of the process.
Question, do you subscribe, for those who are working on life mapping, the circle, the wheel, 12 compartments, if you were, 12 divisions, and then each division, kind of like an astrological chart, and each division is something special: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, material.
Right. This process is a little more organic than that.
I see.
And it allows people to come to the process wherever they are, and with whatever their values and belief systems are. It doesn't challenge any of that.
Right.
So it really is some exercises on what kind of impact do I want to make in the world? Why am I here? What do I want? And then really helping you to prioritize the areas of your life that you want to pay attention to. So it may be family, it may be business, personal development, material things. Very encouraged, because we live in a material world.
Of course, and you want a house, and you may want a certain
need
kind
a car,
of house.
and you may need a certain, you may want to work up to something more than what you have.
Right.
So really looking at those and taking your vision and sketching out what are the things in those important areas of your life, and then where are you now?
And I like
in
to
those
start,
same areas.
And I like to start my style, very similar, of course. Even the ancient teachings are similar, but I like to work with people first, finding out. And I'm sure you do it in your style. You can speak on. You got to find out who you are first. I'm big on, we can want all this stuff, but if you don't have a clear sense of who you are on all levels, all your qualities, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, material, and if you're looking to the outside universe, the world, to satisfy your issues, situations, give you what you want, until you find out, and that self-discovery is an ongoing, forever process.
It's so nice, though. Every day you get to learn something new about yourself, what you're capable of. You can get closer and closer to accepting the brilliance that you were put here on the planet to share.
Right. And one of the things I love to, when I work with folks, is say, I'll just use this as an example. I am God expressing as Sue while I'm here. Yeah, because what that does for all of us, or you are Monika, no, you are God expressing as Monika while you're here. That's all your beauty, all your work, your connection to the God above, below, inside, outside, everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
go ahead. Yes.
And then, people have all kinds of definitions of God, the universe, or spirituality. And so life mapping isn't really about dictating any of that.
Right.
It's around supporting you being
your belief system.
Well, coming into your highest self.
Okay, yeah.
And really getting clear about what you want. However boring someone may think it is, however, without any judgment, what is it you want? What's getting in the way of getting it, you having it right now? Because the way I experience the universe is, if there wasn't something in the way, you would have it.
And I'm usually the one in my own way.
Well, we all are. On some level, we all are.
I can't seem to stop that. But let me ask you while we're talking, you are available to consult with individuals, businesses, corporates, community organizations. Who are some of the types of folks and individuals and organizations you work with, and we need your contact?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so that somebody
you
can
can find out all about our programs and the process on our website at lifemappingonline.com. And we have a monthly conference call that's free and available for anyone to register for.
Okay.
To introduce people to the process, answer questions, talk about issues. In the fall, we'll be launching our second online program, which will run for 11 weeks, and we'll walk people through the process, through blocks and obstacles, which is actually where the real work is.
Of
How
course.
am I getting in my own way? What do I need to pay attention to? How can I expand my way of being so that I have more choices in life? Expand my thinking, look at what's limiting me, those kinds of issues. So we'll have that program through the fall. It's online, it's 1 hour a week, so it's very accessible. A little homework in between. Yeah.
And and the idea is my style. I've subscribed. You've got to be committed and dedicated. If you decide to choose to do personal development, become the best person you can possibly be while you're here, there's a level of commitment and dedication. You may stop for a minute. You may fall off the wagon. But if this is where you are, you come back. It's like being an actor. No matter what, once you get involved in personal development or life mapping and all that, you never can quit forever.
And this is really for those people who are wanting to begin that journey, or who are on their own journey around their own personal development, working to their own personal self-mastery, and are maybe stuck and need some support. The book is very accessible. It has the exercises in it, the online
program. And you are the facilitator, the leader.
Of the online program. We go deeper. You have company, so you're not alone. You have an accountability group, because we're there every week, waiting to see if you did your work and what you discovered.
Because it is work.
What did you learn?
Yeah.
Which is great. So the person that's ideally suited for life mapping is someone who kind of knows what they want, or is clear. They have a spiritual grounding.
Hot dog, yeah.
They are open to learning and to exploring themselves and seeing what else they can experience and create.
And make this life full of joy and beauty and happiness for each of us, and thereby extension, it would help the rest of the world.
Absolutely.
And with that, we shall send you forth to help the rest of the world. I loved it, darling. We have to have you back when we can talk some more.
It would be awesome.
It sure would, wouldn't it be? And okay, so here we go. Take a look at Life Mapping by Monika Moss. If somebody wanted this book, how would they order it?
You can order it right off of our website. It's also listed on Amazon.com. It also comes in an e-format for the Kindle.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.